What's good, everybody? It's Kaige-O Gaming, and welcome back to our very first time playing Songs of Six. If you are enjoying the series, make sure to leave a like. If you're not, make sure to leave a dislike. I appreciate all your feedback. And last time we left off, well, we're trying to stabilize Winia, which we are starting to do. Our population is going up, our loyalty is going up, we're getting some support. Because ultimately, I would like to start getting ore in here since you have a 1.25 bonus versus just, I think it's a 1.05 bonus here. 1.08. You also get a higher bonus due to your religion, which is interesting. But you guys would still get a better bonus. And then I could transfer you over to opiates. Which would help our situation in our hospitals more, because we don't really have a big farm of opiates yet. But we were trying to increase production. We're trying to stabilize our homeless population, which as of right now, we only have 3. We're trying to increase our population, which we got up to 1,500, which is great. And then we were actually having kind of our first dip in happiness and loyalty, so we're trying to stabilize that as well. We are also working on finishing our wall, making sure our main city is completely surrounded. So, I think that's what we're going to continue doing today, maybe expand all the way out to the walls for our city, and then we got to start thinking about where we want to start colonizing next, which I think we might want to build up this little outpost over here. Maybe make this like a little small town. We could also expand up here a little bit if we want. Start moving towards these gems. Might not be a bad idea. We'll probably want to shrink these woodcutters down a little bit and get a road moving through here. Because if we're going to expand across here, we're going to need more bridges to increase flow. This bridge is not going to be wide enough. Could actually do that now. Although maybe we should work on building up some more stone at the moment. We are getting our, all of our divisions built up, which is great. So we should have a solid army. Definitely not good enough to go up against some of these stronger realms yet, but I think we want to hit Verder next. And then... Ooh. SOS. Who is this? Is that a new faction that emerged from that free city? Interesting. I didn't know that could happen with free cities. I mean, we could still go to war with them. Because if they only have the one settlement, they'll be pretty weak. You guys only have 2 settlements. No, you have 3. You guys still might not be bad to go up against. Start conquering that territory. I don't really... I mean, we could end our trade agreement with Spearland if we wanted to go to war with them. They would feel betrayed. Surrounding factions would feel it too. Fresh, the treaty's still pretty fresh. In-strike. Trade. It's a lot of resources to give up. Oh, we got trade with the Variks. That's nice. Trade with you. Yeah, that's gonna be even more of our resources. So I'm good on that front. I think we just kind of let things flow for a little bit. We are selling vegetables. Just seem to be bringing in a lot. I think the next thing we really need to increase output on is our military stuff. We need to get more people into our settlement as well. We need something, we need more jobs over here to fill out these homes. Access is up to 92. We do have 44 knowledge and 61 innovation. Fine craftsman. That does increase our bowyers, our smithies, and our masonries. I don't think... Do we have a smithy yet? We have a metal smelter. Charcoaler. I don't think we have a smithy yet. We could kind of get this as our military outpost. And then maybe eventually we could move this stuff out. Maybe. I wouldn't mind getting some type of building here. We have one corpse sitting around. Our graveyards are starting to fill up, but I think the disease is done. I think we survived it. We were looking into upgrading these, which we definitely have the resources for now. Let's get these upgraded and see if our health boosts at all. 1.32. Thought we placed some more wells. We have you as well. Still 1.32. Could get more physicians in. See if that would help. We have 35 homeless now. I don't know how the heck that happened. We can't get upgrades here anymore. We would have to go for the second floor on housing. Which we need 15 more knowledge. We do have 70 available workers. I'm gonna go ahead and start maxing you out. See where that puts us at knowledge. What is this? Two very disgusted looking guards bring Bigby Argyris to you. According to several ranchers, he snuck into the aurochs pens and drank their milk. During a brief interrogation, Bigby Argyris reveals that he even consumed congealed spoiled milk. One of your guards' professionalism fails them as they audibly retch, or cheese, as he calls it. The problem is that there is no actual law against this, which is why Bigby Argyris now stands before you. Sadly, he is not deranged, and disconcertingly lucid. Let them go free. Letting this crime against the natural order and common decency go unpunished has caused some minor unrest. It seems that you alone have been left with a lingering sense of curiosity. The experience described so readily by Bigby Argyris sounds utterly disgusting, but he did not seem to see it that way. Perhaps you could arrange to taste it yourself. Since you still want to continue ruling, such a thing would have to be done secretly. Taste it? Happiness. It tasted good, too good to call this a momentary lapse of judgment. You are a milk drinker and no one must know. What the heck? So our happiness is about to go down, it would seem. Hasn't hit yet. Well, that was a crazy one. You are a milk drinker. 47 knowledge at the moment. Our resources seem to be doing pretty well. We're making some decent money. We net 34. No. It doesn't tell us our net? I mean, we net about 5K. Gee, is nice. We might want to get some tools in our cotton farms. We seem to be hurting a little bit on cotton and fabric. We could get that going. We're using a lot of our cut stone right now. Maybe we start continuing to build homes out here. Get something like that going for now. And then eventually we are going to want like a market. But where do we want the center of our housing to be? Because we got to keep in mind noise. We could probably do... Isn't that distribution? Yes. Actually, we could probably just copy and paste this. Is that whole thing's a food stall? So we don't have a market over here, actually. So we could get a market in there. Probably just put these right next to each other. Start getting those in. Then we probably want to put a market in here. I can't believe this whole thing's a food stall. I did not know that. Take that out. So we'll do something like this. Yeah, let's go ahead and get those in. How is our access to markets? They're still even. Access is 72. And 72. That's weird. You are a food market and a stall. Let's go ahead and get those built on up. And eventually we're probably going to want a warehouse over here. Get you upgraded. And we could probably just fill this with road. Make it look a little nicer. There we go. Now we have a nice little town center. We need these two buildings to be upgraded to stone. You guys already came in upgraded, which is nice. How does that help with services? 90% access. 73%. 74. Okay. Hopefully that helps things get started a little bit out here. Suppose we could start building more homes. We don't need like a gigantic road out here. I feel like maybe that's big enough. And maybe we just get like a house in here. And an apartment? Yeah, let's do something like that. Start getting those homes in. Now we're gonna have to have jobs over here. We're also gonna want a bathroom. So I think we're probably gonna want the bathroom by the mine. Do something like that. And then we'll get doors over here. Foundation's 90%. So I can only assume foundation isn't super great over here. Definitely not right here. So this area should probably stick more to farms. How is soil? Pretty solid. Moisture. Not the greatest. But we could always start getting like water pumps and canals going through there. Okay. I would like to start finishing this down here. So we're gonna want another gatehouse. Centered. That is where we want that, right? No. We want you moved over one. So we're gonna want you two away. There we go. That'll be even. We also wanted a gatehouse down there. Let's finally finish this wall. We're probably gonna want a gatehouse down here, but we can always change that. So let's get that going. And then we'll start working on this double wall. Because we'll have a gatehouse down here. There won't be too much of a reason for us to go down south for the time being. We have a gatehouse here. I do want to make sure... I didn't do it here, but we want to make sure that we're rounding these buildings more. Let me go ahead and refurnish this. But can we do that? Right? Yeah, that'll work. No, I don't think I have that right. Area must be connected. What the heck does that mean? So we don't want this. Okay, I think that's how we want it. Regions can be upgraded. You, my friend. Awesome. Yes, please. Accept that. Let's get some more workforce in here. We're just gonna kind of let your population grow for now, before we start investing our workforce. We have a lot of deranged people. That's something else that we really want to invest into. Which we can get the asylum. Life in 6 can be hard on the mind. Nothing that can't be cured with a cold bath or a lobotomy or two. Be the rest of our knowledge. But these deranged people causing me a lot of grief. That should be under health, right? Sometimes life... Yep. An asylum lets you house the deranged and cure them. Cells? I don't think we want to put our asylum by the graveyard. That would be kind of fitting, wouldn't it? Do we need an asylum this large? Cause I'm trying to make sure that we can fit another building in here. And then... Is that even? 5, 5, 5, 5. That is even. That actually fits perfectly. Yeah, but that's not the most even. Let's do something like that. That only houses 13 deranged. You know what? Let's do it. It's probably not the most efficient, but... Get doors there and there. Oh, we got our insane asylum. Alright, these houses are gonna be vacant because we don't have enough jobs up here. Is this gonna keep going up at all? Or are we stuck at 3 knowledge? We might be stuck at it. Down here, we might want to get another cotton farm. But yeah, as you can see, we have nearly 50 people who are deranged. So I think getting this done will really help us out. It's not a rounded building, but it is what it is. This is gonna be our square quadrant, and this is gonna be our rounded quadrant. Yes. We could get our clay pit going. Might not be a bad idea to get that started. You guys just need more resources. We got the bathroom done. We could upgrade you. Pottery's kind of hurting. Extremely high temperature. Now you just need to finish construction. Yeah, that looks like a great place for the people who are not doing well mentally. I'm sure that makes them feel a lot better. Those poor guys. That doesn't help health by any means, does it? Bathhouses... employment, food servings, besieged climate, massage parlors, new arrivals, technology, event. So if we can get the bathhouse unlocked, that would help improve things for us. Maybe that's what we want to go towards next. We should hopefully help out the deranged issue. The bathhouse, we needed the second floors, though. So to get both of those, we need another 110 knowledge. Which is the easiest way to do that. This would get us another 50. Getting another 700 population. We only have one homeless. That is good news. We could get another library in here, potentially. It's gonna eat away at our leather, but we kind of got to keep in mind what we're hurting on. I'm not too happy with our stone production. I know we're using a lot of it, but let's go ahead and get 5 more people there. Clay seems to be balancing out a bit. Vegetables and fruit. I feel like we could do with another pottery building. That's gonna eat into our clay once more. It probably wouldn't hurt, because this is a main road. It's not even. Son of a gun. We would have to put the road on this side. None of that's even. That's gonna bother me. Huh. Okay, we'll think about that. Our wall is finished, except for a gate right here. The gate right there will complete it. Alright, how are we doing? 100% happiness, access. If we got more farms going and more bakeries, I'd be tempted to give them another food serving. We only have 7 days worth of food. We could look into more bakeries. I mean, I feel like our grain production is doing fine. We did want to get rid of these hunters. That's a janitor. We could expand this warehouse. Because we don't necessarily need a main road over here. We get rid of that hunter. We don't necessarily... Let me think here. Could put you like that. I don't necessarily like that. Where could we fit a bakery? Could put another bakery over here. That would kind of fill up this area nicely. Maybe we will get another bakery here. Let's do it. Let's commit to that. Because that brings in more jobs in this area, and maybe people will start moving into these homes. We still need our noble houses. Kind of feel like we move that. Noble house is next to the toilets. That's pretty awful. I still want to get rid of these buildings. You guys have used up all these houses, which is great. We could probably get away with getting another 50 population. Let's go 1525 for now. Let's not go crazy. An accident occurred at the woodcuttery. Okay. Bakery is going. That's going to be 22 more workers. Because, yeah, we technically don't have a main road down here yet. We have a main road here. Look at all the blood. At least you were able to make it to a hospital. We might want to put a hospital up here. Maybe a hospital over here wouldn't be a bad idea. We do have multiple main roads here, which I guess isn't bad. Why don't we just go to here for now? Do something like that. We probably should start decorating again. More trees and such. We got plenty of wood. Where do we want to put these trees? We want to keep the torches going. Which is maybe something we should think about instead. Keep our residential areas well lit. Let's do something like that for now. But you won't fit in there. Can't get big torches along these roads. Could get a big torch like here. Probably should put a big torch here. And here. And here. Let's do that. Should help out lighting a little bit. I'm hoping this really increases our bread production. 29.27. I forget that the ration maker's using bread. So that's probably cutting into it. Our graveyards are filling up. You still have some spots available. You're filling up. We actually have a body in the mass grave, which is not certainly ideal. How are we doing over here? What do you guys have? You have mushrooms in this area. We could increase clay. We have 34 available workers. This clay pit could be huge. $100 workers? That's only used like maybe 2/3 of it. We are gonna want a large storage. Okay, all we need is a 0.1. There we go. Yeah, we could do something like that. 101 workers is insane. Okay, let's get another clay pit going. Obviously, we're not going to fully use that, but getting that started will be nice. Nice. Boosted production in our bakeries. Innovation. Bakeries, breweries, charcoalers, metal smelters, and weavers. Or mining tools. I think our mines are fine. What about increasing farming? That says it's technically not worth it. That would technically be worth it, but we're doing fine on herbs right now. Elevate your drill sergeant's abilities to turn out good troops in short order. Let me see how this works. So that should be in here. Training speed is 150. So if we go into here, and pop that. It's just confusing because it says 0.0 more workers. But now training speed is 160. So that's definitely worth it. And then if we look at here, archery range is 100. That's not what I wanted. And then we go into here. Training speed is 110. Okay. So yeah, we should definitely start looking into stuff like that. But our formations are almost completely done, which is great. It's gonna cost a lot of furniture and stone. We'll probably only put like maybe 15 people in here to start off with. I don't think we need so many people making rations. Maybe 8 will be good. Could probably just do with 5, honestly. But that'll help our bread production a little bit. Make sure we stay on top of it. My gosh. It's really because we're consuming it all. Alright, now you need all the resources. Another carpenter wouldn't be bad. Which we might be able to squeeze into here. Then we gotta start keeping in mind that we need the people, the workers. Do something like this. Wood's 183. Getting more furniture will be nice, because if we can really boost the net, we'll be able to start putting it in our housing, which will make our people happy. We might be able to put one in here. If we get enough clay... This is gonna be about all we can do in terms of industry. Because we've completely filled this up. So... we might have to start expanding industry out here. But make it very specific. You guys are not getting your ore picked up. That's how much ore, that's insane. That's how much ore we're making from our settlement. Is that... yeah. You guys can't produce more. Okay, let's get a warehouse going over here then. We need what? Logistics. That's not what I wanted. Wanted to give you a little roundness. But how can we make this super efficient? Do something like that. That will not work. Not quite. That won't work either. Can do walls like this. That really limits our spacing. Okay. How can we make this work? Let's get a single layer along the walls. We can get another single layer here. And we can do a large double and maybe another single. Yes. Alright, it's not the prettiest by any means, but it might do. Tuck some crates into the corner. Yeah, I mean, that gives us quite a bit of storage. Some walls over there. It keeps the roundness. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. And then let's go ahead and just get some roads going. Let's do the brushing tool. And kind of just go along the natural path here. Get some roads surrounding our homes. And this might as well be a road. We'll probably end up filling all of this out as a road. But for now, let's just do something like that. And now we can use like these little corners and stuff to place like trees or torches. I like it. Getting something different going on. Okay, we're gonna get this carpenter done. Another accident. I didn't quite see where that was. Another woodcutting accident? Training ground? I have no idea. Ah, at the stone mine. Okay. We have 4 homeless. It's these houses that aren't getting filled. Which I suppose we could always take those houses out. Carpenter, I'm gonna leave you with 16 people for now. Because once this goes in, it's gonna eat up some people, so we gotta pay attention to this. Yeah, we don't want 81 people here. Let's just start with 15. There we go. Then we'll wait for this warehouse to get in, and we're gonna put very specific items in here. Alright, can we check pathing again? Kind of something like that. You guys are kind of doing a straight line. Let's go ahead and build around the houses. Get all your doorways going. And then eventually, yeah, we're gonna want to get this. Probably just do this. Might as well put them in here. Get something like that going for now. Okay. Net for our furniture is 7.58. That is going to be the rest of our workers. What if we were to go to 1550? We're not increasing our population very fast, but trying to take our time doing it. Probably want to start putting more housing in here. Okay, so warehouse settings. You are gonna store a bunch of iron for us. And you are going to store a bunch of clay for us. We could probably get you to store some food as well. Food that we're eating. I think that's good for now. We'll see kind of how that fills up and go from there. These houses still aren't really filling in the center. You have 19 homeless. Where's the homelessness? Okay, it's the stone mine, the farm, the clay pit. That's it. Okay, we have 24 deranged. That seems to be getting better. You guys consume rations. Oh, interesting. Okay. Does this health counter count towards a deranged? Like, I'm assuming this means 25 sick people, but we have 22 deranged people, so... Is that taking in account that factor? One thing we haven't done in a while is checked on our settlements. You are maxed out. What is more growth gonna cost you? 5 workforce. My gosh. We could get the well instead. That's another 5 workforce. trying to think of how we could do this. You're still waiting on more population. You do have 7 workforce right now. That would bring in 77 ore. And then we could get a growth building as well. I kind of like that. Ooh, that does hurt your loyalty though. Oh no, not that. What hurts the loyalty? The growth building? Interesting. What do you need to boost? 600 pop, which you are trending towards. 638. It does take away our money. We are sitting at 108k. We have a good amount of income coming in. I think we just keep letting that population grow for a little while. Keep working on our main settlement. We are about to fill up on rations again. We only have 6 crates available. I'll put 1 more crate in there, but after that I'm probably gonna cool off of rations. Our net is still 20. I'm gonna pull 2 more workers off of that so we can keep stocking up on bread. Alright, you're storing a bunch of ore now, which is fantastic. We could really sell a lot of this. Let's hold about 1,000. Everything else can go. That should help us make a lot of money. Okay, so we got our warehouse in here. You're only storing clay and ore. Our net clay is 22.8. Fabric seems to be going down, so we should probably think about a cotton farm soon. I'm gonna boost this to 1575. We're getting close to 1600. It's probably gonna boost our homeless population. I just feel like we need more jobs in this area. Could put something small in here. But we already have a physician and a hospital. So I don't know what it would be. I feel like the next thing we need to focus on is cotton. But a cotton farm would probably have to go all the way down here. Because this soil is horrible. Moisture's not that great either. Let's look at that real quick. We do have a gatehouse here that we planned on making a road for. But technically, we don't need that being a straight path. We can build around it. So let's look at it. And we can make this a main road. How do we feel about that? Only 79.79. The road continues down this way. Takes a turn here. Make this a road. That is eventually... We have up until that road. does that look? It's nearly perfect. That's so close. It's gonna be another 25 farmers. Production's 204. It says 270, but I'm sure that's taking into account the 80%. And then we can get this main road leading to here. Wrap this road around. Maybe put something small into here. I'm gonna commit to that farm. Let's boost our cotton production. I feel like we still need more people on stone. We're getting close to maxing that out, so we're probably gonna need to do this sometime soon. We could have our people gather stone, I suppose. Like, all of this stone can go. We don't need stone within our settlement. There we go. That should keep our people busy for a while. Looks good to me. Gather all the stone within our settlement, really start stockpiling that, get these roads finished. We could put another farm down here. You have to keep in mind, walls should expand this way. Like that. Locked? Oh, I don't want to lock it. It looks degraded. Where's our janitors? I know this is a janitor. Yeah, because you guys are degrading. You guys are starting to degrade as well. You guys are doing okay. We might need to get another janitor. Maybe that's something we can put in here. A janitor. That'd be a pretty good spot for it. Get plenty of janitors working there. But, seeing that we are at time, this is where we're going to go ahead and end things for now. Another 75 population, so not a huge amount of growth this episode. But we are starting to work on our little outpost out here. Iron production should be doing a lot better now that we have storage for it. Yeah, I think our mine went from like 7.5 to 33.5. Clay is up to 146. That's insane. We got our walls finished. We're getting another cotton farm down. We got more bakeries in. We got the asylum going. So yeah, we've made some decent progress today. As always, I appreciate y'all for stopping by, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Until then, peace out, y'all.